everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Christina and today I have another update for my Reverse Rouge Challenge. So back in December I started the Reverse Rouge Challenge and basically the goal was to finish up $1,000 worth of product throughout the year. And basically I just wanted to make sure I was spending less than the $1,000 as well, so I wanted to stay under $1,000 for the year. I don't think I've hit that goal, but this update is huge. I don't know what happened. Last update was really bad. I remember being really disappointed that I didn't finish up more products. Well, something happened in this update and I finished up so many products. This is probably the most products I've ever had, and not only did I have a lot of products, I have high value items too, so it really upped the amount of money I ended up using up. So I am very excited to get into this video with you guys. So before we do that, definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button because I do upload every single day, Monday through Friday. I do upload at random times throughout the days, so definitely just make sure to hit the bell notification button. And now without further ado, let's hop into this bag because this might be a long video. Grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's go. Look at this. This is craziness. It is so full in this bag. I am so excited. So let me get this set up and then we will get going. So first item I finished up for this update was the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Primer. You guys saw this in one of my Project Pan updates that I did finish this out. I think this was in June's update or the very end of May's update for Project Pan. I finished this up and I'm very excited about it because this retails for $38, so this was definitely one of the bigger ticket items. I've pretty much already talked about this a lot, so I'm just going to move on to the next item. Next product is actually a makeup product as well, and it is also something that was in my Project Pan, and it was the Maybelline Brow Gel. This was actually really good. I just hated the packaging for the actual brush to put the brow gel on. But this retails for $8.19, so it's not as expensive, but I mean, it is Maybelline. I also talked about this a lot in my Project Pants. We're gonna move on, but we're already at like the $40 mark for products used up this month, which is crazy. Next up is a product that I had in my shower, and I had it for forever, and it's the Body Shop Body Scrub. This was in the scent Early Harvest Raspberry. It honestly looked exactly like raspberry jelly, or jam. It was almost weird. Like every time I opened it and used it, I wanted to eat it. I actually didn't like this as a scrub too much just because I do have such like intense dry skin that it didn't really exfoliate it as good as I would like it to. I like a little bit more of an abrasive exfoliant for my legs, especially if I know I'm going to be doing like self-tanning or anything. This was a lot more gentle though and a lot more nourishing, but it just didn't get off my dry skin. So, because I don't really exfoliate too often, I try to be pretty gentle about it, but I did eventually finish this up. These retail for $20, so again, we're already like almost at $100 and it's just the first 3 products. So again, this update is a good update. But yeah, finish this, probably won't repurchase this. I don't think the Body Shop, is the Body Shop cruelty free? I'm not even sure, but I have another body scrub that should be in the next Empties video that I liked a lot better than this, and I know it's cruelty free. Another item that I finished up in a Project Pan was my Maybelline Fit Me Powder, which honestly shocked me. I really didn't think I was going to finish this entire thing, but this is probably one of the better drugstore powders on the market, just generally. It isn't cruelty free, which is why I don't have another one, but if I wasn't, I would probably repurchase it because it is very good. So if you aren't cruelty free, highly recommend this powder. This retails for $7.99 and totally worth the price. It was a lot of product. It took me 6 months, I think, to get through this entire thing. So I mean, you get a lot for the value of it, so definitely liked this. Next up is again another item I finished in a Project Pan, but is something that I didn't think I would ever have in an Empties video. A lipstick. So this is the NYX lipstick in the color Natural. I finished it up in my Project Pan. Absolutely adored this lipstick. I had it for years, would repurchase it definitely once I get through a couple more lipsticks in my collection, but it's so good. These retail for $6, which isn't bad, and again, it lasted me forever, and this color is very pretty. Again, this is in the color Natural. It's just what it sounds like, a natural like pinky mauve tone for your lips. Super nice. The formula is really comfortable and nice, not overly matte, doesn't make your lips look dry. I really enjoyed this. So next up is another lip product. It was my Milani Plump Gloss. I finished this in a Project Pan as well. Clearly my Project Pans are helping me out a lot this year, but this was the Milani Plump Gloss in the color Luminoso. Absolutely adored this lip gloss. Would love to repurchase another one of these, probably in this shade. One of my favorite glosses ever. Not sticky, not gloopy. Color is pretty, it lasts a long time, it tingles on the lips a little bit. I don't really think it plumps, but I don't think many things actually plump your lips, but these retail for $7.99 and I'm glad I got all of my money's worth out of it, and it was definitely worth it. Next we have a dry shampoo, and it's the Not Your Mother's like honey, royal honey and Kalahari desert melon. I did not like this. Didn't like it. It did not absorb my oils enough. I have the hardest time finding a dry shampoo that actually does anything. I feel like sometimes dry shampoos from Not Your Mother's, or at least all of the ones I've ever tried, make my hair somehow look oilier. Like, how is that even possible? This didn't absorb my oils at all. It kind of made my hair look like stiff in areas. It like, I don't know. I didn't like this. This retails for $5.99 and I will not repurchase it. I am still on the hunt for a good cruelty-free dry shampoo that doesn't cost $20 because I go through dry shampoo really quickly. I kind of have one that I like a lot, but even then sometimes it doesn't work that well. I don't know. I'm having a really hard time with the dry shampoos, but this was not my favorite at all. The next thing is another thing that wasn't my favorite, but I was on the hunt for something cruelty-free, and it was my Bliss makeup remover. Now this is like a gel cleanser makeup remover. It just didn't get enough makeup off that it almost felt like more work to try and use this. You guys know I just put up my skincare video and I like to double cleanse. I like to go in with like a makeup melter of some sort first and then I go in with a cleanser. This just didn't remove enough and I felt like I was working extra hard with my cleanser after this to get everything off, and I don't want to be really tough on my skin. Like, I don't like pulling on it. I don't like rubbing it very hard. I like something that's gentle and actually removes my makeup. This just didn't do enough for me. This retails for $12, which isn't bad. The price isn't bad, but it doesn't do enough in my opinion. So I will not be repurchasing this either. Next up is another one of my high dollar items. This retails for $40 and it's my Patchology Cloud Mask Sleeping Mask. I love this. I do want to repurchase it, but again, it's $40. It's not something I can just splurge on constantly because I did go through this. I thought I went through this pretty quick, but it was so good. So this is essentially the last step in your skincare routine at night and it locks in moisture. I loved using this. I really thought it did a really great job. It's a cruelty-free option for a sleeping mask, which it's really hard to find good sleeping masks that aren't expensive and cruelty-free. Nature of the beast, I guess, but this is such a good one. I would definitely repurchase this eventually. But yeah. Next up is something that I go through a lot, and it's my SPF. So this is my CeraVe Facial SPF. This is the ultralight moisturizing one. So this is like a moisturizer plus your SPF. It's SPF 30 in this. These retail for $17, and I do go through it quite quickly because I do use SPF daily, even if I'm not wearing makeup. Every day, put your SPF on, guys. I do walk my dog multiple times a day, so it's just good to have this on even on days you're not wearing anything because you're gonna go outside. And I love this. It's really good. It has 3 essential ceramides and hyaluronic acid in it, so if you have dry skin, this is good. I also like this because it dries down matte. It's not oily or greasy in any way, and I've really never seen a difference with my makeup when I've been using this, like a negative effect when I've used this. If anything, this helps my skin look better, so highly recommend this facial SPF that isn't too expensive. I know it is a little more expensive, but it has never broken me out. It doesn't make my makeup like fall off. It's not greasy. Absolutely love this. So next up is a face mask. This is the Origins Drink Up Mini Face Mask. This is the Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask. And these little ones retail for around $13, which is crazy. Don't think it's worth the price. I didn't like this one as much as my Patchology overnight mask, so I wouldn't repurchase the full size or another size like this. It's too expensive and I don't feel like it does enough. Next up is another item that is quite pricey, and it's my Belief Eye Balm. These retail for $48 in total, and I loved this. Now this was sent to me from Influenster like over a year ago, like before I went cruelty free, which is why this is a non-cruelty free item again. But I had this forever. Eye creams for me last forever because you really don't need that much. And I liked this one because it was moisturizing. The only issue I had with it is if I used it during the day and I didn't wait long enough, my makeup wouldn't sit on top of this right, because I do tend to bring them down kind of far. Overall, not bad. I really like Belief. I wish Belief was cruelty free because their products are so good. Next up is an item I don't have on me, but it is a full size of the L'Occitane shower oil, or shower gel, not shower oil, the shower gel. I don't have it because I'm using the bottle. I repurposed the bottle for my floor cleaner because I make my own like floor cleaner with essential oils and everything. So that's where that bottle is. I did finish up the L'Occitane shower gel, and that retails for $34, so that was also quite expensive, but I did finish that one up as well. Next item is another skincare item, and it's one of my serums, and it's the Elizavecca Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This retails for $11, and I love having hyaluronic acid in my in my skincare routine. If you've watched my skincare video, then you already know this, but I always have a hyaluronic acid on hand. I did not repurchase this one because I don't believe Eliza Vecca is cruelty-free. I'm pretty sure they're not, so I am trying to get through all of the products I have from them. They're a Korean brand, and the products are so good though. But I do have another hyaluronic acid in my collection that is cruelty-free, so I have repurchased a better option basically. But I did love this. It's so good. It feels so good on the skin. Hyaluronic acid is great for retaining moisture, so that's why I like these. Speaking of Eliza Vecca, I have another Eliza Vecca product. It's the Carbonated Bubble Clay Mask, which I'm sure a lot of you guys remember. These got really hyped a couple years ago when it first launched. I really did like this mask. I thought it was really good, but again, Eliza Vecca isn't cruelty-free. I don't think it's necessarily worth the carbonation. I don't know if the carbonation actually did anything extra, but it was fun to use. It made your face look really puffy and like a gray cloud, so that was always fun. This retails for $10.13, so again, we are at like such a high value for this Empties video already, and I'm just glad that I'm getting through a lot of the skincare, getting a lot of my non-cruelty-free items out of here, and this was another one. It was almost like a novelty, but it was also skincare, so best of both worlds. Another skincare item that I finished up, and I'm glad I finished it up because it's a Wet n Wild product, and it is a Wet n Wild lip scrub. I got this last year, and it's one of the Perfect Pout lip scrubs in the watermelon flavor. I really liked this. I just kept it in my shower, used it every day in the shower, and I used it up quickly that way. But these are really good lip scrubs. I really have no complaints about lip scrubs though. Most of them do what they're supposed to do. So really liked it. It's affordable. Unfortunately, with all of the controversy with Wet n Wild, I probably won't repurchase from them ever, but who knows, you know, never say never, but as of right now, definitely not. Next up is an item, I don't know where it is, but it's my Physicians Formula Eye Booster eyeliner. I finished that up, but it's not in my bag, so I must have accidentally thrown that away without thinking about it, but I did finish that up because I wrote it down, and it was $11.49, so that was the other item that I finished. Next is an item that I don't think I've ever had in an Empties video ever before, and it is a eyeshadow. Right? Is everyone surprised with me? Because I'm freaking surprised. So this is the Makeup Geek shade in the color Creme Brulee, and this was in a project pan in 2018. I tried panning this all year and I never did. It was just a plain matte, like cream color for your lid, so I eventually got it used up just setting my lid with it every single day for 2 years. It took me 2 years to finish this shade, but I finally did. The Makeup Geek shades retail for $5.99, so I definitely am ecstatic that this is out of here, and so surprised. I didn't think this would ever happen. Honestly and truly, never thought this would happen. So very excited when this did happen, and it is like super clean in there, so I got every little last bit out. Ugh. Victory. Next up is an item you guys see in every Empties video, so I'm just going to show it to you, tell you the price, and move on. And that's my toner. This is the AHA BHA toner from CosRX. It retails for $17 and is literally in every single one of these videos. Another item I finished in another project pan was my Holika BB cream, and I'm very sad that this got used up because this was my holy grail product. But unfortunately, Holika is a Korean brand, and even though animal testing isn't legal in Korea, they still get sold in China, so I'm sad about it because I would probably get rid of all of my other foundations and only use this if I had to. 100% truly, but it's not cruelty free, so bummer. This retails for $11.10, and a lot of you guys asked me what shade I am in this. I think it's the NYX Natural. Wait, it doesn't tell me the color. I'll have to look it up for you guys and put it in the description, but I loved this. If you're not cruelty free, highly recommend it if you're around the same shade as me, because this was a really good match. Next up is the Catrice Dewy Spray, which I love. I love this so much. This retails for $7.99, which is a great price. I actually bought 2 of these bottles at the same time because they were on sale. Buy one, get one like half off, which was a great deal. I used it on my face today. Obviously not this one, but the other bottle. And like, as you can see, I look pretty glowy, and it's one of my favorite setting sprays ever. Absolutely love this. Another thing that I finished up in a project pan that I didn't think I was going to finish up and I was actually going to declutter is this guy. This is the Bite Beauty lip gloss in the color Honey. I didn't like this very much. It's kind of thick and gloopy, so definitely not my favorite lipstick formula, but it was okay as an overnight lip like treatment. It wasn't really a treatment, but it stayed on your lips all night and you still woke up pretty like nourished. And I really am surprised this ended up being finished up. These lip glosses retail for $22 and that's too expensive. Not worth it, will not repurchase. Another item I finished in a project pan. Are you guys getting tired of hearing me say that? Probably. But this is the L'Oreal Glow what is this called? This is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. I finished it in a project pan. It was okay. Wouldn't even want to repurchase it if I wasn't cruelty free, but obviously this is by L'Oreal, so I wouldn't repurchase it anyways. This retails for $9.19. It was okay again. I honestly don't know what else to say. I used it on my body more than I used it on my face because I didn't like it on my face, and it didn't really do much for giving you too much of a glow on your body, but it gave enough, so it was just okay. Next up is an item that lived in my purse for like 5,000 years, and it was my Soap and Glory lotion. This is one of the little Righteous Butter like travel sizes, and this retails for $5. It literally lived in my purse for forever, and I eventually finished it up. Again, everything seemed to want to be finished up in this month. I don't even know how it's possible that this happened, but I finished up so much stuff that I've had for so long, and I finished like multiples of like the same category, I feel like. I don't know how it happened, honestly and truly, but I loved this little lotion. It smells so good. If you've never tried the Righteous Butter from Soap and Glory, highly recommend it. Totally worth the $5 for this guy. Next up is another makeup eraser, makeup melter product, and it was the Pure Melt Away. Whew. This retails for $22, and it is definitely not worth that price. I'm sorry, Pure. This was better than the Bliss one, definitely, but it's also $10 more than the Bliss one, and it still isn't quite good enough. I feel like I might just be picky, just generally, but this just wasn't enough for me. I talked about in my skincare video which makeup remover I like to use, so definitely go check out that video if you want to see which one I do recommend, because these two that I've already talked about are not it. Did not care for this, it's too expensive, will not repurchase. Next up is another eye gel. Like I said, I got through multiples of like the same type of products, and this one is from Mezone. This is the Intensive Firming Solution Collagen Eye Gel. Loved this. Again, it's by a Korean company, so it's not cruelty free, which is why I wanted to get it out. And I've had this for years. I think I've had this for close to 2 years probably now. But like I said, I don't go through eye creams very quickly, which is why it's really weird that I got through 2 in this one video. I would use this one at night and I would use the other one in the morning more so. And I loved this. I wish Mezone was cruelty free. Again, I wish all of the Korean companies just didn't sell in China, because then we'd be good to go. But unfortunately that's not the case. So I can't repurchase this, but this worked so well on my under eyes. I loved it. It was cooling. It was a nice gel consistency. I tend to like gels a little bit better than creams under my eyes, just because I feel like they're not as heavy and they sink in better, therefore not like pulling on your eyes very much. This retails for $14.60, and I would repurchase it if I could, because it was just that good. Next up is one that I finished, and I wasn't sure if I should put it in this, but I figured I would. So in my CoverGirl liquid lipsticks video, I showed you guys these. So in the CoverGirl liquid lipsticks, they come with a balm and then like the actual lipstick, and I finished up one of the balms. Is that weird? But like I used up this entire, like you can't even like click it up at all anymore. It's completely used up. I kept it on my desk at my computer, and whenever my lips felt dry, if I wasn't wearing anything, I would just put this on over it, and I eventually just used it up on its own. I actually really liked this part of the product. Didn't like the liquid lipsticks at all. I decluttered those bad boys, but I loved the balm. I just put it at half the value since it's 2 parts. The entire package is $8, so I said this was $4, and I like it, but you can't buy it on its own, so. Next up is a mascara, and it is my IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This retails for $28, I think. This retails for $24, and I used to think this was like one of my favorite mascaras, but I swear this formula is different. I swear they've changed this. It just didn't do as much for my lashes as I remember it doing. So I probably won't repurchase it, unfortunately, because I've gone through a few tubes of these, and this one was just seemed lackluster to me. I don't know. Maybe I just got a bad one. I don't know. But I do generally like this mascara. I just didn't like it this time around for some reason. Next up is a face cream, and it is by IT Cosmetics again, and this is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. This is a facial moisturizer, or a nighttime moisturizer. Completely used this guy up, as you can see, and this retails for $48. So again, this is where all of the money is coming in this month. I finished up some hefty price tag products, so my value is really, really high. But I loved this. If this wasn't $48, I would have repurchased this, because I swear this looked so good on this. Like, this made my skin look so good. It's so good. When my mom visited, my mom used this and she immediately bought her own because she loved it so much. So this is such a good facial cream. I'll probably splurge on this eventually, but $48 is just a bit too much for me right now. Next up is another dry shampoo, and this has been the best dry shampoo I've tried in a long time that's cruelty-free and doesn't cost $5,000, and that's the HASC Charcoal with Citrus. This is actually what I have in my collection right now. I bought 3 bottles of this because I bought this one and it worked really well, and then I was like, you know what? Forget all of these other ones. I'm tired of trying dry shampoos, so I've just kept buying this one. So I have a bunch of these will be showing up in later Empties videos, but I find now that I've gone through a couple bottles, it doesn't work as well on my hair all the time. I don't know. It's like my hair gets immune to dry shampoo, and I am literally struggling so hard, you guys. I hate trying to find dry shampoo. I hate it. But I think one of you guys recommended this one, and this one has definitely by far been one of the better dry shampoos that I've tried. So thank you to you guys for letting me know HASC has some good ones, because this one I like a lot. This retails for $7.99, and it's a pretty big bottle, which is why I like it. It is almost 10 fluid ounces, so that is really good, and it's, you know, as big as my head, which is kind of how I base the size of my dry shampoos, is if it's bigger than my head, I want it, because it will actually last me longer than a week. Next up is another hair care product, and this is from Not Your Mother's. This is the All Eyes on Me 10-in-1 Hair Perfector. I basically use this as a heat protectant because that is part of it. It's supposed to add body detangle, blah blah blah, but I used it just as heat protection for the most part. Otherwise, didn't really see a difference. Don't even know if it really protected my hair from heat because I don't know how to tell if something does that. I'm just not overly impressed with Not Your Mother's, and I know a lot of people really like them, but I swear they don't do anything for my hair. Like, I don't know if I just have bougie expensive taste, but I don't see a difference when I use Not Your Mother's. I've never tried anything from them that I'm like, oh yeah, that's amazing. And I hate saying that, but it's true. This retails for $6.99. Probably wouldn't repurchase because I don't really think it does all of the claims that it says it does. It says it has 10 benefits. I don't think it can do all of those, but that's just me. Wouldn't repurchase. It was just okay. And can you believe, guys, we are down to the last 2 items. We had over 30 items in this Empties video. We had 33 items in total, and we're down to the last 2. So next to last item is this guy. This is my Rosehip Oil Serum. This is from Pearl Essence. Got this at TJ Maxx, I'm pretty sure, forever ago. This lasted me forever because it's an oil, and I don't like oils on my skin very much, but it was really nice at nighttime when my skin was extra dry. Rosehip oil is really good for dry skin. Probably will end up repurchasing one of these probably in the fall and winter when my skin's a little bit more dry, because this really does help a lot at nighttime. These retail for $11.35, so again, it's a pricey serum, but I don't go through serums too quickly. Although this is what, the second serum in this Empties video, and we're about to have a third because the very last item is another serum. So apparently all of my serums run out at the same time, which makes sense. I've had them all for like over a year, 2 years, so yeah. But this was good. I will probably repurchase this later on in the year. And then very last item is another serum, and that's the Valjean Labs Glow Serum. This is just vitamin C and magnesium. Is it magnesium? Yeah, magnesium. This was really, really nice. I would use this in the morning before makeup. It was just a nice vitamin C serum. I always have some sort of vitamin C serum in my collection. I like the one I have a little bit better now than I do over this one, but either way, it was still really good. I just like serums. I'm a serum junkie. This guy retails for $14. Probably won't repurchase this one anytime soon, but I could potentially see myself doing it eventually. But again, I have a vitamin C serum already, and I like that one a little bit better than this guy. So that, guys, was all of my empties in total for this update. I finished off $526.79 worth of product. Like, let that sink in a little bit. Over $500 worth of product in 2 months. In 2 months, you guys. This is June and July. I finished over $500 worth of product. What the heck? So my goal for the year was to finish $1,000, and I finished up half of that amount in 2 months. As for what I spent in the last 2 months, I only spent $194, which is more than I have in other months, but not too bad because I do include my BoxyCharms in that. And then honestly, I didn't go shopping very much. That was only 2 orders. That was an Ulta order and a ColourPop order, and then my 2 BoxyCharms. So only 4 purchases in the last 2 months. That's it. That's all I did. That's not even that much shopping. If I didn't even count my BoxyCharms in there, that's nothing. That's 1 order a month. What the heck? I'm gonna give you the yearly updates for now, and then I have some news for you guys. So for the year so far, I have finished up in 8 months. In 8 months, I have finished up $1,354.73 worth of product. So I've already surpassed my goal for the year of finishing up $1,000 worth of product. I have spent $824.90 as of right now in the year since December. So in the last 8 months, I've spent a little over $800. So that means there's a difference of $500 between what I've used up and what I've spent. The ultimate goal right now, since I've already surpassed the goal for my year use up, I'm gonna keep going with these videos if you guys really enjoy them. I think you guys do enjoy these. But my goal now is to make sure I use up $1,000 more than what I've spent. Because I think that's a good goal to have, because I've hit $1,000 too easily, is basically what I'm saying. I feel like this was too easy. Right now the difference is $529. I would like to double that. I would like the difference to be $1,000. So that means I need to buckle down on my spending, and I need to just keep using up more product, because I have a long way to go until I hit that $1,000 mark difference. So that is where we are going forward. Hopefully you guys liked that idea. Hopefully you guys liked this videos, and that's going to be it from me today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also make sure to hit the subscribe button before this video ends, and hopefully that means I see all of you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!